Hey guys, my name is Seniac and welcome back to another episode of Cities Skylines, where we're here in Fool's Town. Last episode we set up our very own little farming area and created a little village next door to it, and it was beautiful. And today we're progressing a little bit further because now we've technically got 3 industrial areas. The main industrial area, the farming area, and kind of you want to class it as the office area as an industrial area. So we now need to work and look towards setting up a cargo import-export section. And we're going to do it with the railways. So we're going to have a terminal for cargo distribution so we can export our goods, we can import our goods, and just get the foundations and the fundamentals for our city up and running before we focus on more expansions. So, I've done some progress since the last episode. And you'll be pretty excited to see that if I cancel right now, wow, we're all over the place right now. I've completely changed up this whole intersection here. So now it's a big roundabout and it comes off of 2 little highways and does this little loop. And you see the little train tracks there. You can see where this is going, guys. Can you see where this is going? We're going to set the cargo terminal up there, and this is going to be the route for it. Now the reason I've done this is because we have high traffic demand for the cargo terminal. So we need good road access, and I feel like this is the perfect way to do it. It's away from the main kind of section, and it's got its own good fast flowing section too. And I've also, if I zoom in, I've kind of also if I check out the connections, I've done this. So when people are coming this way to go down there, they merge into this middle lane, then they can go down there. Just so if there's any traffic flowing out of here, it's got, you know, it's not going to be held up. But we see how that goes anyway. We'll legit see how it goes over time. So there's a few things I want to take care of today, and that's one, setting that up, which I'm going to do straight away. So because it's going to take a while before trucks get to this point, so you might as well just throw it in now. So the train section, the cargo terminal, we'll drop it down about center. Should be fine. And then connect it up by rail. We're going to need power for this place, so I'll set up a little turbine there. Has it got water? It's got water. What's also cool as well is the fact that we can also extend it to go in that direction if we needs must. The train track route I've kind of got. If I show you now, you see the loop going round. If I go underground there, we've kind of got it going down now, so it's connecting from the main little section, which I now did a roundabout here. Comes along. Got a little loop there to expand in different ways and pretty much connects up and goes up there. So it's all connected. It's all pretty much good to go. It's going to take a while for that to get all sorted anyway. So our little farming area is looking good. Are we having traffic issues at the moment? I'm not too sure whether I sort this junction out because I'm not a big fan of it. I really am not a big fan of it. Do you know what? We're going to sort this little junction out. So let me quickly pause it. We'll delete all this. And what I'm going to do is place in like a basic kind of exit section off a highway to what you would normally use. Nothing too fancy. Maybe just something like this, because this is like a brilliant type of connection anyway. So if I use this, and if I kind of angle it correctly to about there, and we'll set up the rest of the connections now. Because it's an issue that we're going to have in the future with traffic, so we might as well take care of that issue now before it raises its ugly head towards us. So let's get rid of a bit more of that so we can have a little bit more of a free-flowing connection. So this is all over the place right now. What's going on here? Let's straighten this out a little bit. There we go. Perfect. Oh, let's do this one a little bit. There we go. Beautiful. Sort this connection out as well. Get a nice little bend on the go. Lovely. And then we need to connect this up then. So I could do something as basic as using these 2-lane highways. And connect them up into like a V shape here. That could work. But ultimately, traffic is quite heavy here. So we'll see how that plays out. We'll come back to it a little bit later. So while we wait for lorries and trucks to arrive at our brand new cargo terminal to import and export, I'm going to look at expanding the Falls Valley area. Now, at some point, I want to set up this road going around here to being like all set up with trams. So we might as well complete the loop so I can get it underway. So we're using this road. I'll update it to trams a little bit later. I just want to get the final areas of it set up. So we've got a snap grid on. Yeah, we've got a snapping grid on. And we'll probably bring it as far as about there. And then bring that up. So I can't really tell when it connects up. So if I just stop it here. There we go. To there, connected up. So this middle lane kind of big, beautiful tree section, whatever you want to call it, connect that up. And then we get a load of roads in the middle. So we'll drop down the normal thing here. Like, we'll have this run up either side of the highway to kind of create that little gap there. And then we'll fill the rest of this now then up with roads. So we get a little tree one because it's a nice little pattern we've got going on. And how far do we take it? So to about here and across. How did I do it over here? We went the opposite way, didn't we? Which is fine. So we have that run up to there, and then we can have the rest cut in, can't we? So that cuts into there. That here cuts across. Beautiful. And we do the same in this direction. And here. And then we can create a connection between all of this. Did I get it up on this side? No, I didn't. There we go. So that's a nice little grid connection we've got set up there. It leaves a little bit of room for expansions, which I really, really like. And then we'll have this main little road over here. This big boy going up too. Which could be connected like that. But ultimately, it will still come up again. In whatever direction we're going to set it to. So it will continue to expand. Right, okay, so roads then. Because we've got this kind of small road here connecting there, we might as well complete that grid like that. And complete that there. Now, do I get those connected up? Should I continue those? Why not? Now, do you know what? No, I won't. We'll create the connection going through here. Because the more we can keep off the main highway there, the better for us. So, oh, that was perfect then. So keep that up and running. And do we have one? No, we don't. We don't really get one that fits perfect in the middle. I'm trying to see what the best route is to do this. Because we have that connection there. And we could have this continue to go down, to be honest, like that. It's not going to do any harm for us. Because the main road connections are on the opposite side. And you know what? We can get away with that. That should be literally really, really handy. That should be fine. Very impressed. So can we get rows to connect underneath like this? Oh, that's kind of cool, isn't it? What about this one? Which one should we go here? Should we do the two of these? Ooh, that would be kind of cool if we can get that connected up. What's stopping it? It's that underneath. Okay, right, hold on. Right. We have one connected there. Can this one go under two? Yeah. That one can actually connect up to here, which is quite cool. It's a shame that one don't connect there, but that's fine. It is what it is. I need to remove some of these pillars underneath now, don't I, in the right order? Why can that one not go under? Space already occupied. What's it occupied by? Ah, I see it. I see it. Okay, right. Sweet, mate. Let's move this over. So about there. Rotate that. Move that down. Same goes for these. Move this one down a little bit. And then move this down. Right, good stuff. So now I should be able to create those connections. How cool is this? Ooh, that one's currently slightly off-centered. So what I'll do, I'll bring it to there. And connect it like that there. Slightly use the move it tool. To kind of give us the visual effect. That it's not slanted even though it is. And we can get away with that, can't we? Right. So other roads in here then, not all of them are going to connect. So that does. But that creates a kind of cool pattern, doesn't it? How does that look if I did it like that? Ooh, I like it. I like it a lot. Right, that's our grid pattern. We'll leave it like that for now. And we'll get the rest of the piping work added in. And then we'll go check out our brand new intersection that we created for the farming area. And we'll see how the cargo is now holding up. See how much traffic is going in. I don't expect there to be a lot of traffic. But I just want to make sure that we're able to, you know, uphold it as well. So let's check out this then. Oh my good God. Look at the traffic right now. Right, we need to sort this out. So I think we should remove traffic lights. So remove traffic lights there. Remove traffic lights there. And see how that then flows. Or we could do something like this. Where's the dirt road? So have a dirt road coming up. And let me just move that there. And cut you in. And should I create a cut in there? Yeah, we're going to create a cut in there. So hopefully they use that road as well as a means to get, you know, wherever they need to be. Because that's quite shocking, isn't it? That traffic situation is quite shocking. So yeah, did we get rid of traffic lights here? Or are they still using them? I'm not sure what's going on right here now. No, there we go. Get rid of them. Right, it might take a while to update. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. So it could be that you can't do one-way dirt roads, can you? You actually can't. So what if you can't do a one-way system on that as well either? No, it's got to be a one-way system here. So what if I update this to be a one-way system in that way? Now we've got a bus route there, haven't we? So we've kind of killed that off, haven't we? Let me re-update that road. Oh, that bus route is now dead. What have I done to it? Let me re-upgrade it to that. Oh, no, is the bus route now back? Yeah, we're now back. Right, so they'll treat this... We'll treat this as an inlet road as well. So not an well, no, do I want it to be an external road, an outlet road? Because I want them to use this as the outlet road. So let's do it like that. Right, try and turn it around. So that's going to be the outlet road there. And that's going to be the inlet road. So all traffic will go down that route. Is that the best option for us? Probably not. Probably not, unless I keep this to its original glory. Right, and then we'll literally make sure there's no traffic lights. Right, we'll see how this flies. We'll see how it now flies. It could be good, it could be bad. We'll see. We'll legit see. We'll give it time to update and we'll come back and we'll see what issues it then houses for us. And then we'll fix them then. So we don't have ridiculous amounts of traffic here, which is perfect. But then again, we don't have ridiculous amounts of industry, which is good. So now let's look at setting this area up. So yeah, this is Falls Valley and it expands over here. This road should really continue and go up, but we won't really adjust and sort that out until we've kind of done that highway going in that direction. But we'll start with low residential. And we'll do the low residential kind of close to the highway where the undesirable housing is. There we go. We'll drop down some commercial in this area here. some low commercial, and then fill all this up there with low residential, and then we'll get some high residential closer to the more fully functioning roads, the high demand roads, should I say, like that. And in these two little gaps there, we'll do high commercial. And we'll see how that goes. Now, ultimately, I need to upgrade all these roads here to the tram lines. So I just got to be careful how I do it and don't upgrade the wrong roads. So we're going to be technically creating now a loop, which is going to be really nice. And then we can get trams all set up in the city, which everyone's going to love. They're going to use it. It's going to be another mode of transport that people can get to and from all the areas that they need. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that one. Right, what was that road? There we go. So now bring all this all the way down. And that then creates that loop. So that's all the loop is going to be for the trams. That's really all we want it to be. So we now need to create the tram depot. Which is this the tram one? Which is the tram one? This is it here, isn't it? Tram depot. It's quite a big building. And we actually physically connect it to the tram line. So I'll set it up here, where there's not going to be too much damage going down. Beautiful. And then we want to do the tram lines. So we start here. We'll start with a tram line here. The first stop is there. The next stop is here. The next stop can be here. Then we'll go up to there, which will start there, which then brings it down to here, there, there, one there. One can end here. We'll drop one there quickly and complete the line there. So there's not too many tram lines, too many stops, but it's enough to get the citizens around in that loop. Create Falls Valley as a transport mecca. It's going to be beautiful. So let's get the rest of that zoning over them for Falls Valley. So bringing it up. There we go. Beautiful. So we see how that goes now then. So they should love the fact we now got trams. Can we see the trams coming out? Yeah, they're now coming out then. So trams, they've also got a handle with the traffic too. Oh, it was about to go. Then traffic lights hit. So we see how that flies then. We see how many people are going to use the tram system and see if it was a worthwhile investment. Should be pretty cool. Yeah, lorries are working over here. So how is this now working? You know what? It looks like that it started to die down a bit with the traffic, which is pretty handy. We need to take care of like fire and policing. So we need like a small police station, which we'll grab this one and we'll kind of drop it. We'll drop it here. Small fire station, we'll squeeze in there. And healthcare, we'll do a medical clinic over here. There we go. Now let's look at schooling, because now we've got this new area, we're going to need more schools in as well. So we start with our kind of elementary. So what is also going to be used for elementary? What's this? A community school. 250 capacity, 300 capacity there. Right, what's this capacity? 200. Classic high school, 1,000. I'm looking at more. I want to start with elementary schools. So do I have it? Okay, I don't have it on more elementary. The best one we got is the default one. So I'll place a couple of these in. So we'll do one there. I'll do one here on the main road areas. We'll get another one here. We'll get another one over here as well, because I don't feel like we've got enough in this area. Plus, we don't have any education being zoned over to here. So we'll squeeze this one in there. And that'll take care of everyone there. And we'll drop one in there too. So that's enough for the capacity. Should we get one over here as well? Like just a basic elementary school? I feel like we should. We place it next to the medical centre. And that fills our capacity for elementary schools. Now, when it comes to high schools, we also need to take care of that capacity. Now, this one has a capacity of 1,000. What other high schools do we have? This one is capacity of 800. This one is a capacity of 1,000. Capacity of 1,000. 460. Right, so it really comes down to now how big the buildings are. So that's fairly small. Oh, I like this building, actually, to be honest. Right, we'll squeeze this one in here. So that's one there. We'll do the original one on this side. There. So we're very close to our capacity already. And then we'll squeeze another one. We'll squeeze this large one here. That'd be a cool little thing to add in. What's the capacity on that? 1,000 on that as well. And then we've got a high school there, which takes care of all of that. So we are up to our capacity. I'll squeeze one more in for safe luck. A high school, this is a creative arts institute. And we'll place that there. Now, they don't have power, but they'll get power over time. So now let's look at the university. So we have a university in here. And where is it? Where is our university in? It's over there. Okay. So we do need one over here. Now, what does that capacity got? Sorry. 4,500. What, for a university? 4,500? What's this then? What have we got here? Academy. Okay, right. So we get that basic university in. I was about to say, that is a huge capacity, isn't it? I get that there. And that then should destroy our university capacity. Just wait for that now to adjust on the graph. There we go. So that should have all the educated peeps. And things should progress quite nicely for us. So the traffic situation is almost handled, I believe. I feel like it could be almost handled. Now, we're getting more vehicles now coming in. So we'll see how it flows. So, do you know what? It looks like it's flowing nice. So yeah, I think we're getting away with that. Traffic here is pretty much non-existent, liking that. People are now moving in. It will take a while for them to move in. So we should also look at towards building, where is it now? Like parks and stuff. So a large playground area. Let's squeeze one of these in. Where should I place it? Or should I go for a dog park? Well, that's too big. We'll go for one of these small ones. So we'll drop one there. That'll make everybody happy around that area. We'll drop one here as well. Can't quite place it underneath the highway, but we'll have one there. Make those peeps happy. We'll get this large dog park now and place it here. That'll make everyone in that kind of vicinity happy too. And I can't quite squeeze that in. So what else we got? We've got this dog. Oh, this is the dog park. I'm getting the wrong thing added in here. We'll add a dog park there. And we'll squeeze the dog park in here. We've got some Japanese gardens, which would be quite nice to add in. So why don't we squeeze that like somewhere like here? Because it's also a nice little attraction we can add in. Make everyone super duper happy. We have stuff like garages as well, which can help with parking situations and really sort out the needs of the people. So what if I dropped a garage like here? Does everyone enjoy that in the office areas? It didn't really affect it much, did it? To be honest. Let's just be honest there. Garage for 64 vehicles. We have a medium parking garage, which is quite big. But where should we squeeze it in? We could squeeze it in one of these vicinities here. Treat it as if, like, you know, it's proper parking. So add that in. How does it affect everyone living there? You know what? Fairly a bit. Not bad. Right, we do have, like, general parking lots as well we can add in. So because this is like a shopping area over here, it'd be quite cool to get some parking lots in, wouldn't it? Like one there, one there. One there and one there. How does that look? It actually looks quite realistic, doesn't it? I like it. So let's get a few more in them. Let's get a baseball field in. And that's something that we don't have. A nice little baseball field. It's quite a big thing as well. So what if I dropped it? Where should I actually drop this? Let's drop it like here. And then we can eventually do something cool with it. We've got a park with a Ferris wheel. So let's set this up over here somewhere, like integrate it within this this system. So what if I dropped it? Oh, it's not going to like go in there, is it? Like here? Which is a weird place, granted, I know. But it's going to be quite handy and quite cool. What's this now? A restaurant plaza. Ooh, that would be good for the officey area. If I drop 2 in, restaurants with plazas. They'll love that for food-wise anyway. And then we've got over here a large cinema. Which will drop a large cinema here. Just on that corner. They'll love that. And then we'll just get like a really small basic park over here. To kind of like put the cherry on top of this area. There we go. That just kind of sort those guys out there. And that's enough stuff for vanity anyway. So we've got the little cinema in. Which is looking pretty damn dope. Which is now going to cause... I've just realised it's going to cause a ton of upgrades. We've got the parking lot in there. The cool little Ferris wheel added in there as well. Everyone's going to love that. We added in the baseball field over here too. Pretty damn dope, if you ask me. We need some power up here, which we'll eventually move over. We got the parking lots in, which they're actually working, aren't they? They're going to use that, which is kind of cool. I reckon it's treated as a park, isn't it? That's kind of how it works, of some sorts. So, how many people are using the trams? We're getting, wow, 236 people using the trams per week. So they're quite handy. Half the people, literally half the people using buses are using trams. That's how much they're being used right now. That's kind of cool. Right. So I'm starting to notice traffic now building up on these highways, especially this roundabout. As it now comes in and out. But then that's mainly people coming off the highway, going down and entering this area. Not bad. So it would be nice to have this connection go up and then filter into there. So we not have this so dramatically overly populated. We're having a few traffic issues over here as well. So why don't we get this set up then? With the connections where this road here, this only makes a right turn into all 3 lanes, just that road solely. And then this one can go in pretty much any of those directions, and the same with this one. Well, this one really creates the turn, but can also go straight ahead. So that gives time for people once they get to this point to decide which lane they need to be in and make the traffic flow. So everyone making that right turn is not held up by anybody else trying to make a right turn, if that makes sense. So yeah, that should flow quite nice. Do you know what? I'll actually get it set up as well where you can make a turn there. I mean, the traffic's pretty much disappeared. We've got standstill over here. Oh, wow. So mainly this traffic is coming from the fact that the main in and out to the city is here and here. And to get into this part, you either go through up there or up there. But obviously this is taking a beating because people are moving in. It is taking quite a huge beating. So we should set up a roundabout here then. So roundabout time. And what I'll do, I'll bring this road up. So we'll create this coming off this here. So I'll bring it up to about there. Just so I can then use this to filter my roundabout off it. So drop that there. Remove you, and you. And then we need to filter the highway lanes now, coming down to it. So start with this one. So bring it to about here. This one goes up. And then we create these connections. And it's going to be as simple as that to get this little area connected to the highway grid. Now, how did I do the connection for those lanes? It was just simple slip-on, slip-off roads, wasn't it? Yeah. Right, where is it? It's over here, isn't it? Yeah, there we go. So first bring it down a bit more. There's fine. Then we'll create the highway slip-on, slip-offs. Like that. And that's perfect. So that creates a connection into that part of the city. This makes it a little bit easier for people to navigate. They might choose then to go, because at the moment what they're doing to get to and from work, they're driving down here, going through there, and it's creating all the congestion in this zone. So they then might choose now to go this way down, and then go into this way into the city. They might choose to do that instead. So Wi-Fi ultimately just got rid of traffic lights on this stop. Let the traffic flow naturally. It's now slightly moving, which is going to filter all this out as well. So it's just something that gets disappearing in time. Also, you got to remember as well, because we've got so many people moving in these new areas, traffic's going to be high anyway. But now vehicles are using this, so the more vehicles that use this don't go down this route, which kind of frees up the traffic, which is nice. I like it. So traffic, we saw that we've completely abolished traffic in this area, which is really good. This is all handy. So we see how this now flows. So it might be worth at some point turning this into like a highway like that, or maybe further up the road, where I can then, like, you know, connect it by there as well. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see in the future. But traffic is now starting to ease in this area, which is really handy for us as well. So where is traffic now building up? There's a few cars using this, which is really good. People are still moving in these areas. The demands are up and down. A lot of it is residential demands. So that will get added in over time. We made some good progress today. We have made some really good progress. So we're setting it up quite nice then for the next coming episodes as we continue to legit expand. I might look towards setting up this little oil coal. Is it oil or coal? There's the ores here. It's oil. There we go. So we might look towards setting up that little oil area next episode. Get some more industrial stuff going down because we got the demand for it, and we got quite a demand for commercial. We got some power issues. So why don't we place down a new power plant? Or shall we use an incinerator to give us power? What's that? That's a large incinerator. No, that's an advanced incinerator. So what if I drop the advanced incinerator here? Nah, it's going to affect everyone. Let's just go for normal power. And why don't we go for some natural power, like some solar power? Or what's this? Geothermal plant. Gives us 80 kilowatts. That gives us a range. But it's quite a big thing, isn't it, to add in? I'm not quite sure where to place it either. What's this here? Solar updraft tower. That's a lot smaller, isn't it? Right, can I squeeze one of these in anywhere? Okay, what if I dropped it there? If I drop it there, how does that then... That gives us a lot of power. We're having issues with our water treatment. So, do you know what we're going to do? We'll quickly pause it, just for now. This is the last thing we'll do today. Demolish all of this. Alright, demolish the water pipes as well. We're adding some new ones. We'll get this here. Eco treatment plant. Because we've got... I'll put 3 in like that. We've got the pipe in right there. We've got the money to spend on this. Because we're making 20,000 a week. So that then, does that sort out our sewage problems? If I now wait for it to kick all in. No, it puts us medium. So can I squeeze another one in? And where does that put us now? 4 of those puts us in the category of being slightly comfortable. Right, I'll do one more. So that then literally cleans the way. So we're not dumping pollution into the river, which should be more eco-friendly. Now, when it comes to the water pumps here, we'll get rid of these 2, and we'll go for some higher, more advanced sucky pumps. So get rid of all of that, and we'll place it just here. So the sucky pumps, what's this anyway? Oh, that sorts out the kind of water stuff. So we'll do... Where do I want this? I don't want it down there. I want it more up here. Right, we'll place it along here. So 1, we'll do 3. We'll see what 3 does for us. Right, what does 3 do? So isn't this you're going to drop them? Oh, oh, okay. More than enough. Literally more than enough. So that should handle the water situation. Are those now placed too close together? That's my worry. Now, we should be okay. Let me just check the water. Now we're good. The pumping capacity doesn't change. So we're all okay then. Alright then, sweet. Perfect. Right, when it comes to our educational graphs then. So we'll quickly check it out. Okay, so now elementary's dropped again. We'll probably add some more in next episode. High school's dropping. University's fine, but that's because the population is now moving in. Public transport. Wow, look at that. Nearly 400 people using trams. 550 using buses. 100 using the train. And we don't even have a train line set up. That's how useful that is now becoming. When it comes to the bus routes, though. This one, we need to either maximize it's got there or add a whole new bus route in general. Or just create a single bus route that just kind of loops this area there. We should create some sole bus routes that just loop rather than not connecting to there in general. That'd be kind of cool, wouldn't it? Yeah, it would. So, yeah. I think we're done for today then, guys. Hope you enjoyed this little episode. If you did, make sure you smash that like button down below. But we've made some sweet progress. Everything is coming along pretty nice right now. We need some more power here. So we'll drop in another little windmill turbine, as I'm going to call it. Does that take care of that? Yeah, it does. Traffic has disappeared from there. We've sorted out the traffic here as well. By adding this in, has alleviated all the traffic, which is handy for us. Looking damn pretty dope. So I'm going to end it for now, guys. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you smash that like button down below. And until next time, I'll see you all soon. So, goodbye.